Drum Major Kalinda Lewis, is your band ready? You may take the field for competition.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to the Ackles Carpet One halftime show. Hope you guys enjoyed the band's performance as the Mills Comic Band continues to play here with about 4:44 to go as we close out halftime. And we're going to jump in and give you guys a few stats here from the first half as Hornets trailed this game 16-0. A quick recap, Jabray Shaw caught a fourth down pass, a 20-yard touchdown pass on fourth down from Achilles Ringo to get the scoring started, as Murdoch would run the two-point conversion in to make it 8-0 with 9:18 to go in the ballgame. With 3:58 left in the first quarter, Jay King would break a 16-yard run to make it 14-0. Murdoch would get the two-point conversion, would make it 16-0, and that's where our score stands. First half dominated really by the two defenses. Overall yardage, first downs, 8 for each team. As Maumelle with 6 rushing, Mills just 1 rushing first down. Just 2 penalties for each team that were accepted I don't think that's right. I may have to ask Jim about that. I feel like there was more penalties in the game. Maybe not. Total rushing attempts. Maumelle ran the ball 26 times for 90 total yards. And Mills ran the ball 11 times for negative 19 yards. Passing-wise, 183 passing yards for Mills. Maumelle with 0 passing yards on 6 passing attempts. Mills 9 of 17 in that first half throwing the football. And so that's your offensive stats. We'll look at our stat leaders here in the first half of this game. Trevin Rawls leads the way, 16 carries, 91 yards for the Hornets, averaging 5.7 yards a carry. Barham is 0 for 6 passing with 2 interceptions. On the Mills side, Daniel Brown is the leading rusher, 2 carries for just 6 yards for Mills. So the Hornets have done a great job to be able to hold Daniel Brown in this rushing attack down for the Mills Comets. Derek Murdoch, 1 rush for 3 yards as well. And then Achilles Ringo, 6 rushes, negative 26 yards, as the Hornets, again, have done a really good job bottling up Ringo in this running game. On the receiving side of things, Jalen Ento, 2 catches, 75 yards. Jabray Shaw, 3 catches, 65 yards and a touchdown. And Anton Pierce, 4 catches for 43 yards. So just 3 Mills receivers tallied a catch in that first half. So a good first half defensively by our Hornets. And we'll see if the offense can wake up, as it's been – I'm trying to remember if – I'm going to have to go back as my brain escapes me. If we scored in the fourth quarter of that first conference game, and we did. We scored late against Whitehall to make it 44-24. So it's now been 6 quarters since the Hornets have found the end zone. And so we hope to see that change here in the third quarter, as the Hornets will open the second half with the ball. And we're getting quite the little show down there on the field from our dance team. They are having a lot of fun out there, so enjoying watching that and the festivities here at Mills. So we'll look across at a few of our scores, and let's just get things started at the half. I'm going to jump over here. Real quick, as Robinson at the half leads, I believe that is 35-3. Let me go back a step here, get back to gameplay, as they don't have the scoreboard up for the band. Trying to get back real quick. Last score I saw was 35-3. Robinson was leading the Eagles. And I do believe that is our halftime score. So 35-3 is the score at the half. And then Sylvan Hills led at the half as well over the Sheridan Yellow Jackets in our Natural State Sports Game of the Week. You can see that game on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network or the Natural State Sports YouTube channel, as Sylvan Hills leads Sheridan 21-3 at the half. Now we'll jump over to our Fearless Friday scoreboard, and we'll get you an update on some of our scores. Conway leads North Little Rock 28-0 in the second quarter. Bryant struggling with Jonesboro, only up 14-7. That game, it's a half. Bentonville West over Springdale 28-0. Bentonville over Southside 14-7. Fayetteville over Rogers 14-13. Harbor leads Heritage 24-7. Greene County Tech just 12-6 over Jacksonville. A bit of a surprising score there in the 6A East. Jacksonville finally got 6 on the board after losing 49-0 to Sheridan last week. All right, the 103.7 A Buzz game of the week, West Memphis and Little Rock Catholic, 16-14. West Memphis leads Catholic. Catholic's had a great start to the season, as has West Memphis. Both teams are undefeated, so we'll see how that game finishes up. Benton having no issues with Marion at Marion. That's surprising. Ashton Gray, I don't know if he's in the game, but very surprising that Ashton Gray and Marion are scoreless, down 33-0. Greenwood leads Greenbrier 28-21 at the half. PA over Mountain Home 45-0. And I'm trying to run through here. Morrilton leads Watson Chapel 35-14. That ball game's at half. Pine Bluff 34-7 over BB at halftime. And Pine Bluff might just be finding their stride here, as we are just about set for the second half. And we got both teams out on the field. QJ King will be ready to kick. They don't even give the 2 minutes of warm-up. They said, you boys are going to play football right now. So QJ King in to kick off. Worsham and Timmons will be your return men. All right. Tripp, are you ready for the second half?
Absolutely.
All right. How did you enjoy the first half?
I did. Obviously there were a lot of mishaps by both teams, but I'm looking forward to see what Maumelle can do to bounce back in the second half. Not a good time when you are still scoreless going into the second half.
Now, and again, the key obviously here is let's get in the end zone on this drive. You missed the field goal there to end the first half. You had a really good physical drive, and if anything, I think what the Hornets proved in the first half is they can be more physical than Mills, and I think that might be surprising Mills a little bit. So we'll see what they decide to do and what adjustments are made after the half. So here we go. Whistle's blown. We're ready to kick this one off as QJ King puts a foot into it. And Timmons going to chase it down and returnable at the 21-yard line. Picks it up off the ground, trying to get around the corner at the 25-yard line. Makes the guy miss. Now he handed it off to Worsham. Timmons, what a block. Now Worsham trying to get away. He breaks the tackle. Now Worsham around the 30, 35, trying to get to the corner to the 40. And he is thrown out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And what an exciting play to start the second half.
What a block by Alan Timmons.
Goodness
there.
gracious.
My gosh.
I missed what happened.
He absolutely lowered his shoulder and decked that fellow. Look at that.
Goodness gracious. And fortunate they weren't called for a penalty there. Mm-hmm. As that's
it did seem like a clean block, though.
It was clean, but, boy, that's one of those blindside blocks that they like to call. But the Hornets are going to get great field position here at the 46-yard line to start things off in the second half. In the backfield for the Hornets is going to be Clay.
It'll be first and 10.
Apparently a skunk has gotten loose somewhere around because I smell it. Now they'll hand this where Rawls keeps it. Rawls finds a nice seam as Collins pulls him down. But give them 8 yards all the way out to the 46-yard line. Second down and 2 for the Hornets.
Hope that skunk stays on the other side of the fence back there.
So second down and 2. Nice run there by Rawls to start things off here in the second half.
Strong start so far by Maumelle.
Now Rawls looking, trying to find some room, finds a little bit of a seam, gets maybe a yard to the 45-yard line where he's tripped up and taken down.
Tried to thread the needle there with his blockers, but Mills got to him as he kind of hopped up a bit and got hit the line of scrimmage.
Be third down and a yard here for the Hornets from the 45. Rawls comes off the field as now Christian Clay and Jaden Worsham are in the backfield for the Hornets.
Tucker Culp looks like he was in pain there, but he's still on the O-line.
Now Worsham, high snap. He brings it down, trying to get to the right side. He's going to be very close. He's got the first down, and that'll be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down.
Good play there.
Is this crowd trying to get loud below us? A good crowd here for Mills. Hornets have brought a decent crowd as well.
Love the sportsmanship by both crowds, applauding both marching bands during halftime.
Yeah, good performances by both the bands there at the half.
Absolutely.
And thanks for joining us for our Akel's halftime show. Barham back in at quarterback on this one. He gets the snap. He's going to run straight to the left, and he is met in the backfield by Derek Murdoch at the 45-yard line.
That was tough tackle right there.
And why is there we go. Now the official's figuring it out as he'll spot this at the 46-yard line. And that'll be a 4-yard loss as Murdoch gets the tackle in the backfield. And he's used to doing that. Derek Murdoch, I don't know if they're going to count that as a sack. It was straight quarterback run. If it is, it's his 8th sack of the year.
It was as close as a suplex as you can get to in football.
Now, oh, boy, Barham had a nice hole on that one. Now Barham, the offensive line, is dragging Comets out to the 37-yard line. Nice gain of 9.
Way to bounce back by Barham there after getting absolutely walloped on the previous play, getting a really decent gain on the play.
Again, you guys, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button for us. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button for our other 4 channels as well. The Sylvan Hill Sports Network, the Mills Sports Network, Robinson Sports Network, and Natural State Sports. So now Barham again to the right side. Barham is caught by Caleb Sane, but he falls forward at the 34-yard line. He's going to be about 2 yards shy of the Acre Pharmacy first down here.
It's going to be a tough play coming up here for the Hornets. I believe they are going to go for it on 4th down.
They are. They're going to bring Rawls in. Bjork may have hurt a hamstring, and now we've got that's going to be an injury timeout as Bjork comes off the field with the injury. And they're going to keep the play going here as now Mills has decided to huddle up. And the Hornets, if they're paying attention, can get on the ball quickly here and get cheap first down. Now Mills notices it. They'll get back out there on defense. So it'll be 4th down and 2 as Rawls will be back in at quarterback. He'll take the direct snap. He gets it, looking up the middle, breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, trying to break another at the 30 or 25, down to the 22-yard line as Trevon Rawls goes over 100 yards on the night with that rush.
You know what Rawls is reminding me of right now? You remember back in the day in Madden 04, Michael Vick?
Yes.
That's kind of what it's like watching right now in real life.
If he had the arm of Michael Vick, this could be fun.
Oh, absolutely.
So Rawls down to the 22 on the Acre Pharmacy first down. Now Clay claps out. Now they'll follow Clay. Finds a little bit of a seam. Then he turns back the other way and runs into Sane and Collins. As Caleb Sane and Charlie Collins make the tackle.
A tough drive right now for Maumelle. You know they are hungry to get into the red zone and then turn the red zone into the end zone, especially after that blocked kick to end the first half.
So that's going to be no gain on the play as they get back to the 22-yard line. And with 7:45 as the clock moving quickly here in the third quarter. Now Barham is back in at quarterback. At some point, I would not be surprised to see them try to run somebody up the seam. Now Barham, that's exactly what they're going to do, but Barham's being chased down, lost the ball, and out of bounds. A nice play. What a play by Charlie Collins to try to keep that in bounds. He, unfortunately for the Hornets, stepped on the sideline before he was able to, but Collins just about made an amazing play right there.
That was kind of like a basketball play right there, trying to keep the ball in bounds or bouncing off the defender, but fortunately for Maumelle, it went out of bounds before he can get to it.
And a great play by Murdoch to come from behind and knock that ball out. So 3rd down and 13 after the sack.
Before he dropped the ball, it looked like Barham was trying to drop back to pass there. Didn't really have an open receiver.
Well, that's what I was saying prior to the play. I expected them to maybe try to sneak somebody up the seam. They've ran that ball so many times. Hornets late, getting Worsham on. They may have to burn their second time or another timeout here. And they are. They're going to have to burn a timeout as they couldn't get their personnel on the field.
That's unfortunate, too, burning a timeout right near the beginning of the third quarter.
That timeout will give me an opportunity to talk about our friends over at American Pie Pizza. Stick with us in the postgame as we'll talk to we'll have our American Pie Pizza player of the game. Trevon Rawls is making a case for that right now throughout the first half and the first half of this third quarter. But you guys go see our friends. There's a big football game tomorrow if you haven't heard. As the Alabama Crimson Tide make their way into Fayetteville.
Who's that?
Yeah, I don't know. Never heard of them. To play our Arkansas Razorbacks. So the Hogs are going to try to break a long losing streak. And I'm excited to watch our guys Nico Davier and Andrew Chamley perform tomorrow up there on the hill, and they got a big one. And if you want a place to watch it tomorrow, go see our friends Tamsy and folks over at American Pie Pizza, and go see our friends there at American Pie Pizza. 9709 mine at ampiepizza.com, and make sure you tell them the Natural State Sports sent you and that you want a Pizookie.
You know, Steve, I've heard through the grapevine that Hunter Yurachek is prepared for the field to be stormed tomorrow.
If it's not, I'd be super disappointed. And it's going to be a false start on the Hornets. As the snap was late getting back there, running back left early. So that'll back it up another 5, and it'll be 3rd down and about 18 now.
Crowd below us very vocal, very rowdy. They were stomping on the steel below us, kind of shaking the press box on the previous 3rd down.
Jabray Shaw at safety. He's back there playing center field. Barham, that's where he looks, right over the middle. Now he's going to scramble to the right, trying to get away. Throws it back over the middle, and oh boy. Jabray Shaw playing center field, and he may go to the house with this one. Jabray across midfield, 40, 35, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give him 6, says Jabray Shaw. Takes the pick 6 back for a touchdown. And just like that, all the momentum the Hornets were gaining just went right the other direction.
85 yards for the pick 6. And nobody came close to catching him, untouched.
Jabray gets his 2nd pick of the game. That is his 7th interception of the season. A big play there by Jabray Shaw as said it prior. He's just sitting back there playing center field, and you threw it up there too easy for him. Bray Shaw, UCA commit, and I know he's committed to UCA, but boy, he's got an opportunity to go more. So QJ in to try the two-point conversion. This has been easy as they've gone to Murdoch every time. They go to him again. This time BJ Beezer. I think that's Vance, actually. Oh, he broke a tackle. And good job, though, by the Hornets to pull him down at the goal line. And now a little bit of a scrum as they try to get up. Murdoch, lucky he's not getting called for an unsportsmanlike as he is yelling at the official on his way off the field. Right now, Coach Lee's got to get his guys under control as they are very upset coming off the field.
And Murdoch is not happy about something right now on his feet again after getting tackled.
Yeah, I think Murdoch felt like he got in the end zone maybe, and now the official probably would be better off just not coming over here because Murdoch may make a mistake and say something dumb, and he does the right thing, walks off. He's going to go have a seat on the bench, and that's the right move. You don't want to hurt your team, get a penalty here, as it is now 22-0. Mills leads this one after the pick six.
Tough break here. Maumelle was looking to score. They had so many chances to get into the red zone. And then they threw that pick six.
I'll tell you, that was the story last week. Seemed like every time the Hornets got something going their way, they made a mistake. And unfortunately, it happens again here. So Timmons and Worsham back to return as QJ King set to kick off. This one kicked. It's going to be returnable by Joyner at the 35-yard line, and he is tripped up and taken down immediately.
Somewhat of a squid kick there.
Ian Streeter on the tackle.
Looks like Maumelle will take over at their own 35.5, it seems.
A nice tackle there by Streeter on Joyner.
I believe he's just a ninth round.
So this PA announcer will talk about anything.
And it's the most random of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys probably know the name, Reggie Swinton, ex-Dallas Cowboy.
Really?
Yeah, quite the name. And so,
I mean, hey, you play for America's team. You feel like you're on top of the world. So.
Well, he's on top of the world here. Actually, we're above him. But anyway, that's known in the story.
Physically, yes, but mentally, he's the king of the world.
So Joyner will take the direct snap, but they get a delay a game out of the kickoff. My goodness gracious. Tough break there. That'll back it up 5 again, and it'll be 1st and 15 for the Hornets.
Seems like everything that could go wrong has gone wrong for Maumelle today.
I mean, you think about it. You've been able to hold Mills a couple times, get them in 4th and longs. They get the first touchdown in the game off a 4th and 20. You drive down the field before halftime, and you get a field goal block. You drive down the field on that last drive, and you throw a pick six. So Joyner gets the snap, trying to go up the middle. It's stuffed. Nothing there. As Charlie Collins, amongst others, on the tackle at around the 32-yard line. He might have got 2 yards on the play. And the Hornets, I believe, have got an injured lineman down and slowly getting up. That's 58 Achilles Pace. A little shooken up on that play, but he'll stay in the game. Joyner.
TJ, don't push it. I see that in the chat.
I'm higher than you, TJ. There's a snap as Rawls trying to go left, and oh, boy, Charlie Collins. Oh, he breaks the tackle. Oh, Rawls broke it. 40, 45, makes another man miss, tries to jump over Jabray. What a play by Rawls. Boy, whoo!
2 words, cheat code.
My goodness.
Insane.
There aren't many people who break the tackle of Charlie Collins. My goodness gracious.
Average player, that's a 10-yard loss. Him, Michael Vick.
Are you kidding me, Trevon Rawls? Wow. Do it again.
And they'll give it to him again.
High snap, Rawls to the right side. Rawls breaks a tackle across the 40, climbing his offensive lineman's back all the way to the 35-yard line. He's a yard shy of an Acre Pharmacy first down.
Wilkerson down there for Mills kind of did the Allen Iverson step over him.
That was actually Magera that he climbed the back of on that play on the way down the field. 2nd and a yard here. Now Rawls trying to go to the left side. He pushes B.J. Beats. Looked like a face mask.
Yeah.
Boy, either that or it was just a clothesline tackle.
Either a face mask or a horse collar.
And one official has him almost at first down yardage. The official on the near side's got him down at the 35, and that's where they'll spot it. So it'll be a yard shy. Rawls may have been a little shooken up as he comes off the field after that tackle. Worsham will come in to take the direct snap this time.
Well, let's see what he can do here on 3rd and 1.
Now they're looking as Jabray looks to blitz. They'll go to Worsham, and he finds a little seam. He's got the Acre first down out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 Hornets.
I tell you, the boys in the trenches for Maumelle are getting their work cut out for them right now. They are opening up so many holes for the ball carrier that they're almost the reason why this drive is going so good.
Well, I tell you, Tripp, if this game of football was played between the 20s, the Hornets would be winning. Now Worsham trying to go to the right side. He spins off, couldn't break that tackle, as that was Ryan White in the backfield. And now I think that's Devine coming out.
Yeah, that's exactly why I called it the Newt Rockney offense earlier, because that's exactly what it looks like.
Actually, it's B.J. Beats that comes out as Christian Clay enters the game. Worsham will continue to take the direct snap. Clay to the right side of Magera. And they'll go that way. Oh, boy. Collins came unblocked.
Face mask
and
again,
that
possibly.
sure looked like a face mask. No call this time as Collins blew that one up.
Very aggressive tackle there by, I believe that's number 10, Charleston Collins.
Yeah, big Charlie Collins, the future 5-star defensive lineman.
A lot of D1 players right now on the field for both teams.
If that one's not working, the things down there, there's another bucket of them.
Oh, we got some camera problems?
So Worsham gets the snap, looking to go to the right side. He is hit hard, breaks a tackle. No, he's going to be down. Ryan White in the backfield on that tackle.
He thought he broke away, but they called him down there at the...
Which one's dead? Oh, switch it off of that one.
Ball is now spotted at the Comet 37-yard line.
So it'll be 4th and about 16. They need the 20 for a first down as Barham comes back out. Looks like they're going to go for this. Now the Hornets trying to get the right personnel on the field. Under 10 seconds on the play clock.
I bet you Barham's going to drop back and try to throw it long here.
They're going to either have to burn a timeout or take the delay of game. And they take the delay of game. Now the PI roofing flag will be thrown. Well, let's see. Now they're coming off the field like it was a timeout. That's the call. So did we get a timeout? They're acting as if we have a timeout here.
No official is signaling a timeout. Now here comes Maumelle offense back on the field, as well the Mills defense. Delay of game on Maumelle, as the white hat is signaling that. Both teams went to the sideline as if it was a timeout, but
yeah, I don't know if they just didn't get the timeout call, but either way, after the delay, it's going to be 4th and 7 miles. So Barham gets Cato Hunter. Guess who? Jabray Shaw playing center field gets his 3rd pick of the night. That's a block in the back, and they do throw the PI roofing penalty as Jabray steps out of bounds. That works like a punt, which might have been the idea, but Jabray Shaw gets his 3rd pick. It's 8th of the year. He just adds to his state lead in that.
Tell you what, Jabray Shaw there is getting his work cut out for him tonight. They will call it a block in the back.
Well, the penalty on the PI roofing penalty is going to be a block in the back. They'll walk this one off from the 30.
So maybe it was kind of a make-up punt there.
Yeah. I mean, in essence, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm. And Shaw, he didn't look like he really wanted to return it. He was just kind of jogging towards the sideline after he caught that ball.
I feel like he saw the block in the back and immediately, I mean, we all saw it. I think everybody in the stadium saw it. So 1:49 to go in the 3rd. Mills leads at 22-0.
See if the Hornet defense can get a big-time stop here.
Ringo in at quarterback. He gets the snap. He'll hand it away to Daniel Brown. Big hole for Brown.
Wow.
Brown trying to break a couple of tackles. He'll get 9 on the play out to the 24-yard line. It'll be a yard shy of a first down.
We've got a Comet missing a helmet down there.
It's a big offensive lineman got to come off the field.
Brendan Enlow was the one who lost his helmet on the previous play for Mills, and now he is on the sideline having to miss a play by high school rules.
He was replaced by another very large individual. I think it's number 75. I'm struggling to find a 75 on my roster there.
Yeah, for the viewers at home, the Mills rosters for us are not numerically.
It's an interesting flag, as that one, at the moment, it's enough for a first down. But let's see. That was 76, actually, that had come in the game for Mills.
Could be another holding call on Mills there.
76 is Matthew Castell.
Boy. Oh, it was a face mask.
That'll be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
So a 15-yard penalty. That'll give them an automatic first down. Another Acre Pharmacy first down if the PI roofing penalty.
My dad's looking for a rally skunk right now for Maumelle. I tell you, they could use one right now.
They need something. So Ringo with Brown to his right. Gets the snap, looking to the right, now wants to go deep. Oh, boy. Throws it deep. What a throw. He dropped it. Anton Pierce was smelling 6, and instead he's kicking pylons and headed back to the other way without a touchdown. Boy. That was a beautiful throw by Achilles Ringo. My goodness gracious. Anton Pierce frustrated after that one.
I think there was a missed holding call on the right side of the O-line there by Mills. There's no flag thrown.
So 2nd down and 10 here as Ringo gets the snap. Pulling guard, bobbled the snap. Now trying to get around to him as they will run him out of bounds. That was Gurney who chased him down out of bounds.
Number 19, Michael Candler, he was charging aggressively there on the play in the backfield. He was shoving guys that are twice his size back there.
Give the Hornets a ton of credit. Their defensive line has played extremely well. They have given this Mills offensive line fits. The offense just has not been able to find any rhythm.
Bit of a fog is rolling in above the field.
Now Ringo looks across to his offensive coordinator. He gets the call. Now back across to the right side. He calls out the audible to the 2 receivers to the far side of the field. 31 seconds left in the third as Ringo gets the snap. Looks over the middle, now makes a man miss, and he is met in the hole by, is that Michael Candler? It is, as Michael Candler is going to get the sack, and Ringo might be hurt. No, he just wanted to hang out on the ground frustrated. And so that may be the last play of the third quarter. Here as we're down to 15 seconds, and it is.
I was telling you that Michael Candler was being aggressive on the previous play, and right there he did not let up on his aggression. He absolutely attacked Ringo.
All right, so that'll do it for the third quarter of play. After 3 quarters of play, Mills leads this one 22-0, and we'll be back with the fourth quarter here on Natural State Sports.
You ready for this? Home field advantage is such a huge deal in football, and I think it's a huge deal in the mortgage world too. That's why we're a local company. We have in-house processing and underwriting, and that enables me to make sure that my customers have a great experience from kickoff to the closing table. And that's just what we want to do, is give them a great experience.
With Cornerstone Home Lending, you'll always have the home field advantage. Text DO to 36260 to get started today.
All right, welcome back, folks, as we are battling the very loud speakers that don't sound the greatest. They must have blown those up just like they did the huddle cam this week. They have destroyed their huddle cam here at Mills. It no longer works. I don't know what they did to it. But
really?
Yep, so yes, Coach Lee, we will send you the game film from this one.
I bet you what's blown out these speakers is that they blast them at full volume.
Yeah. All right, so 4th down here and long. QJ King is in to punt. And that's Timmons back at the 36-yard line to return it. Good snap. King makes the catch, gets the punt away. A good kick by QJ. Timmons calls for the fair catch and makes it at the 33-yard line. Boy, I don't.
Shoving going on at the 50-yard line.
We do have a little bit of a scrum, and now the coaches are going to try to break this one up. Still going at it.
Oh, man, it's not
that
looking.
Thrown as the Hornets' cooler heads prevail as Mop comes out, gets his guys. Looks like Vance had to come retrieve a helmet from around midfield. And more importantly, Jabray Shaw is coming off the field with quite a limp over here at the 44-yard line. Jabray's been battling some cramping issues. And now we do not want to talk about an ankle injury for Jabray because it was this time last year that he hurt his ankle and Mills' season went the other direction. So let's hope Jabray's okay. He's putting weight on it. Trainer immediately over to take a look at him as they're going to sit him on the bench. And now we'll try to sort out what happened over there on the other side of the field as we got a ton of PI roofing penalties on the field.
I tell you, the long time I've been watching high school football, I've never seen a fight like that break out before.
That was reminiscent of what I saw at team camp over the summer. So as our official's going to explain what we got, if our PA announcer will turn the music off. It's a personal foul on Maumelle and a personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on Mills. What are we doing?
White Hat was calling the penalty, and both teams are ready to snap the ball.
So nobody ejected, no issues from that perspective. So now with 11:54 to go here in the ball game, Hornets will take over the 35-39 with a lot of work to do, down 22-0.
Mills High students, call your rides. Mills High students, call your rides.
Now we got to call for rides. And that's offside, so that'll be a PI roofing penalty. So move them up 5.
Well, head ball, offside against the Comets.
Mention our kickoff sponsor, Akel's Carpet One Floor and Home. Again, located at 10 Maumelle Curve Court in North Little Rock. See them at akelscarpet1.com. All right, so Rawls is in to take the direct snap. See if he can break one here. Rawls trying to get around the right side. He will not, as he is thrown back now. He breaks it. He's got a lot of work to do now, as Charlie Collins says, you're not breaking this one. All right, that's Murdoch. As Derek Murdoch makes the tackle in the backfield. And a big loss on this one for the Hornets.
Emotions running high here as both teams are playing really aggressive.
This one all the way back to the 32.
Hopefully things have cooled down a bit after that scrum at the 50.
And
false start.
We got a penalty.
So back him up 5 more here as another PI roofing penalty.
Caden Sherman was a bit too ready there on the right side of the line.
False start against the Hornets for back him up 5.
You know, something interesting, I noticed this in pregame, but I thought it was kind of a cool little thing. If you notice on the jerseys, the seniors have their names on the jerseys. I think that's kind of a neat thing they've done for the seniors this year, is allow them to have their names on the back of the jerseys. So Rawls going to the left side, tries to make a man miss. He does. He is met, breaks that tackle, and going to be pulled down back at the 31-yard line.
Some rough tackles there by the Mills defense.
So out to the 31-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 15.
Football player on the sidelines tonight. He currently plays football at Jackson State for Coach Prime. It's their bye week, so he's in town now. Give it up for Reggie Swinton Jr. back on the sideline.
Now Rawls trying to go to the right side. He makes, he found a seam. Rolls out to the 40. Still going as the line continues to push. He's got an acre first down all the way out to the 46-yard line. What a run by Rawls.
I mean, when you think the drive is over at 3rd and long,
And now a late PI roofing penalty gets thrown from the White Hat, and he is telling 74 to get off the field. And 74 turned around, had more words for the official. Now he rips his helmet off. He's going to be fortunate if he don't get thrown out of this game. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Comets. That's on 74. And so 15 more tacked on to the end of the run.
He is stomping around over there on the sideline. He is not happy.
That'll be Another 15 yards added on to that.
So another Acre Pharmacy first down for the Hornets. Another strong run by Trevon Rawls, though. Boy, what a game he's had.
As if that run wasn't enough for yardage, that penalty will get them over to the Mills. But that's the 39.
You guys also hit that thumbs up if you're enjoying the broadcast. Let us know in the comments. Let Tripp know what a great job he's doing tonight, man. I'm happy to have you on the broadcast when you're doing a great job.
Thank you so much.
So now so it's Barham back in at quarterback. Now Barham, quick whistle as he gets maybe 2 on the play. I think you're probably going to see the officials have a quick whistle for this last 10 minutes just to try to calm things down a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, not unexpected. This is two teams. They don't like each other. And, if you know anything about football in Central Arkansas, a lot of these kids, even though one's in Maumelle, one's way over here in East Little Rock, a lot of these guys live next to each other. There's a lot of these guys that live in Maumelle that go to school over here. So these guys all know each other, and it's just it's a battle out there right now. So Barham waiting for the snap. He gets it, and now they'll try a little counter play to the left side. Barham trying to get around the corner. He's hit by Shaw at the.
Tell you the way that Barham has been taking the ball and running with it, he kind of looks like a mini KJ Jefferson down there.
Yeah. We could have a little more size out of him. He has looked good running the ball, though.
Absolutely.
So down to under 9 minutes to go here. 22-0. Mills leads it as Barham snapped it over his head. Now Barham got to chase it down. He'll dive on it. And, he had it. And now
he did have it, and he was down. I think the officials caught that.
Boy, and a huge loss and another mistake by the Hornets as that'll make it 3rd down and a very, very long way to go for the Hornets here. I'm sorry, that's 4th down.
And I think the Hornets might be looking to punt it here.
And I think that's what they're going to do is Timmons comes out on the field. And Timmons is going to line up. Nope, I think.
Oh, they might be going for it.
I mean, you got nothing to lose, obviously.
Right.
4th down and forever.
Might as well.
Nothing else. Throw it up and let Jabray Shaw get his 4th interception, I guess. I don't know. Now Barham gets the snap. Looking to the right. He wants to throw to Cato. Instead, throws this one up. And guess who? Jabray fighting for it. It's a fight by 3 of them. And Pierce got it. Nice tackle down there. And, again, this just works just like a punt.
Yeah.
Now Anton is giving Jabray the head tap.
Wow.
What a play as Anton Pierce stole Jabray's 4th pick of the game. But you watch Jabray. Give Jabray credit because then he just turned to directly blocking.
Right.
So Jabray, once he realized that they were both on the same team, I think he just kind of let it go. Pierce took off with it, and Jabray did a great job of clearing his guy out.
Absolutely.
To continue blocking. So, boy.
Now they're blasting some Michael Jackson here. It's sounding very distorted.
YouTube bots, please don't hate us. This is not us.
We do not own this music. This music is not.
This is all Reggie Swinton. This is all Reggie Swinton. Go after his pocketbook.
Send the bill to Mills.
Yes. Now Ringo hand this one away as Daniel Brown trying to get the corner, and the Hornets say, no way! Trevon Rawls, guess who? Makes the tackle in the backfield.
Iron Man football out there by both teams.
Goodness
a lot
gracious.
of players playing both sides of the ball. You love to see it.
Yeah, boy.
That was a big hit, too, by Rawls. Very impressive, especially for a guy who's been running the ball a lot tonight. He absolutely hit the hit stick.
I say, how does he still have the energy? So now quickly Ringo, quick screen to QJ, and Rawls again! Hello, Trevon Rawls with another play.
That man drinks a lot of chocolate milk, I tell you what.
Hey, look, I'm just going to say it now. Our American Pie Pizza player of the game, Trevon Rawls. You don't have to stick with us in postgame. That's our American Pie Pizza player of the game. I'm going to call it now with 7 minutes to go.
American Pie Pizza cheat code of the game.
Yeah, Tamsy, if you're watching, can we get this man a Pizookie? Because he deserves one. We also have a PI roofing penalty on the field, so let's see what that's all about. I got to tell you, though, the Hornets have got something to build off of here with this defense. This is a Mills team averaging over 40 points a game. The Hornets have done a phenomenal job defensively. Just, number one, they've taken the running game out of the question.
Yes.
Want another unsportsmanlike conduct call on Mills. And I got to tell you, Tripp, if there's one thing that could really, really derail what could be a special season for Mills, it's all of that.
Yes.
Those unsportsmanlike conduct, the undisciplined play out there on the field. Coach Lee's got to get that figured out, or this team will not get the success that they truly want.
That could lead to a lot of suspensions and possibly full game suspensions, if not just, first quarter, first half.
Well, Robinson will embarrass. Ball's
look
loose in the end zone. Ringo just throws it. That's grounding. And now we've got a battle going here between Rawls.
Rawls is
letting him have it. But there better be a penalty in the end zone because that is grounding. He was not out of the pocket. He just throws it to nobody, and he was in the end zone. That's got to be a safety. But I guess with offsetting.
Reminiscent of Spencer Rattler.
Yeah.
When the South Carolina Gamecocks came to Fayetteville. I still have a sunburn from that game.
Now Pierce is coming back out on the field for Mills, and we're waiting to see what these PI roofing penalties are. There was a lot of extracurricular activity going on between number 11. That's Cameron Dunbar and Trevon Rawls. So
I tell you, Rawls, just judging by his body language alone, he was like that Tom Petty song, if you could stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. He was about to go in there. He was going at him.
Tell you what's going to be frustrating here is there's no penalty flag in the end zone. And now
Officials are still figuring out what they're trying to call here, and they're talking to the coaches on the Mills sideline.
So here we go. As we get the call, it's going to be a personal foul dead ball on the Hornets this time.
And no intentional grounding.
So there are no automatic first downs in high school. No, there's no such thing as an automatic first down, Reggie Swinton. This isn't the Dallas Cowboys. Someone give this man an NFHS real book. My goodness.
See, he's used to that NFL rules.
So it was offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So we just do this all over again. Third down from the 7.
Off the refs,
it's the first time Reggie Swinton's ever complimented an official, I promise. And now a delay of game.
Might be half the distance to the goal since the ball was already inside the 10.
And now we're going to have a conversation. I think maybe the question is whether or not the clock actually started. Now our official is headed over to talk to Maumelle. So what's this conversation about?
I tell you, this has been an interesting fourth quarter.
The physicality just of this defense, though. Maupin is a defensive coordinator, came from Robinson as their defensive coordinator on the state championship team last year. And this is the identity he wants to build, a physical, make you feel them after the game type of team. So let's see. So third down and about 15 from the 8-yard line. Need the 24, so 3rd and 16.
Got 3 wideouts to the left there.
Timmons may blitz, and he is off the corner. Here comes Timmons. They'll throw this one up over the middle, overthrew Pierce. Oh, boy! Crawford nearly had the interception. It bounces off his hands. His pass was high for Pierce. Now, Pierce better be careful as he's once again having words with the Hornet defenders, and Pierce needs to be more concerned with the ball he dropped earlier. So they'll back this one up to punt it on 4th down and about 16. Pierce is still jawing right now with Rawls. Rawls does the right thing and just turns around and walks away as Pierce didn't even get lined up because he was too busy having words. And now a late run on here as Dunbar comes back out onto the field.
Rawls showing his discipline there on the field.
And now a timeout, I believe, is going to be called by the Comets as they couldn't figure out what they wanted to do. A lot of confusion on that play as now it'll be 4th down and 16 with 6 minutes to go in this ball game. And boy, again though, Tripp, if you look ahead, obviously it doesn't get any easier as the Hornets welcome the Robinson Senators to town next Friday night at the Hornets' Nest. And so they're going to have their work cut out defensively to slow down King Noah Freeman and Quentin Murphy and that offense, but they got a lot to build off in this game. I know, we talked about it, Andy and I on the call last week. I talked with Maupin at the end of that game last week. They only gave up 6 points in the second half. They were down 20-0 at halftime, played much better football in the second half defensively, and really, really battled hard in that game to lose it 26-0. The offense has just kind of been what's let us down in these last 2 weeks. And again, this is one of those ball games that you can build from. If your offense, you get Weston back next week, you've got a great opportunity to really make some noise down the stretch here after you get past that Robinson game next week.
Absolutely. This Maumelle defense showing great strength and physicality, not giving up at all.
So Candler is back to return. Ringo to punt it. Timmons nearly got it. Short kick, and got to get away from this one. It takes a Mills roll. Candler starts to chase it down, and it'll roll across midfield to the 49-yard line where Pierce will down it. And now again, words being had between Candler and Pierce, and once again the officials are going to have to settle this down.
Intense. It is intense down there.
You know, for a 22-0 game, it's been very intense.
Yeah.
And Mills has got to be fortunate that the Hornets aren't on full strength on offense. This has been wild.
So the way a lot of the players have been acting during this fourth quarter, you think they're fighting for their lives out there.
Yeah. All right, so the Hornets trying to avoid going 2 straight games without a point. As the offense is out on the field, it'll be Worsham and Barham in a traditional set this time. Barham will be in shotgun. Cato Hunter here to the near side. Twin receivers to the far side. Timmons in the slot. Now Barham looks back across to the sideline to get a call. As Burcham.
Those chains are not ready yet.
They're not set. Now they might get them set here. The play clock's also not running as they just reset it to 40 because the chains are set. And now Barham is met in the backfield trying to break a tackle, and he won't. As Murdoch, as well as Zion Smith there on the tackle in the backfield, as he'll get credit for the sack. So second down. 15 here, 14 back to the 45-yard line. Now Barham. I'll shift Baumgartner to the left side of the formation here. Cato is the only receiver here on the near side of the field. And Barham gets the snap. And boy, that was a busted play as Barham and Worsham feet got caught up. And Barham tripped and went down. Loss of a yard here. Collins is going to get credited for a sack, I believe. Back to the 44-yard line.
I hate that his foot got caught there because he took off pretty quickly.
He must have seen something because it looked like it was supposed to be a handoff to Worsham, and he just took off with it. Mm-hmm. So third down, 16 now.
Oh, man.
I got a false start. Another PI roofing penalty here.
Now, the Hornets have been showing some very promising offensive drives here. They've been having a hard time getting points on the board, and now they got 5 wide receivers on 3rd and long.
So Barham claps his hands as he'll get the snap. Oh, that's a hold.
Oh, boy.
They didn't call it, and now Timmons makes the catch and it's thrown down. And I'm almost curious if they're not going to get Collins for an unsportsmanlike. It should have been a hold.
You're right.
And maybe that's what they're going to call. Maybe Collins talked the official into throwing the flag here. And it is a personal foul face mask. Okay, either way, one or the other. Collins has just got to be fortunate that, he didn't get his head ripped out like he did Worsham earlier in the game.
Yeah. I'm still shocked that happened. That was rough.
So it'll be 3rd down and a really long way. I'd tell you, but the scoreboard's not active, so it said 1st and 3 from the 38 since the first drive of the game. So 3rd down is Barham. Stands at the 21-yard line. He'll put Timmons in motion. And now Now Timmons will get set on the far side of the field. Well, Barham gets the snap. They're bringing the blitz. Barham throw. Uh-oh, not a good throw.
Boy.
Intercepted by Enlow. Now Enlow going the other way. 10, 5, and let's see what they call it.
He reached for the pylon.
He's down at the 2-yard line.
Boy.
And not a good throw there by Barham, as Enlow was trying to find the end zone for the cornerstone touchdown, but instead another turnover by the Hornets. That is the 5th interception of the game, Trip. Am I right? 5?
I believe so.
3 by Jabray, 1 by Anton, and now 1, or was that Anton on the interception?
I think that was
I think
Anton.
that might have been Anton. That 1 and 7 look the same, man.
The 7 is about an inch wider than the 1.
Now the offense back on the field for Mills as they run a guy on Leo. Murdoch was late getting off the field. That is 11, Dunbar back at running back next to Ringo. Ringo, he's going to keep it all the way, and Achilles Ringo scores the touchdown. And after the cornerstone touchdown, that'll make it 28-0 Mills.
Seems that all the momentum that the Maumelle offense was building up each and every drive has collapsed here late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and you got to wonder, you move the ball as well as they have. They've been able to rack up some good yardage, and then they just kind of kick themselves in the foot or stub their toe, it seems like, every single time. So Ringo will stay out there with Dunbar to his right for the 2-point conversion. Jump over here and take a look at our Natural State Sports Game of the Week. And now to the left side, a big hit. Now we got more chit-chat going on, and we're going to get another penalty. And, boy,
there's some fighting.
Boy, now it's about to get really bad, guys. This is unfortunate and uncalled for. And now we've got a full-on brawl going on at the 15-yard line.
This is
unacceptable.
This is
you just don't need
unprecedented.
this at all.
This is not something that you see often in high school. This is, my goodness.
You can't have this kind of activity on the field.
In any level of football.
No, and I'm not going to lay the blame on anybody. Again, this is a lack of discipline on both sides. That's all it is. You're up 30-0 right now. You're winning the football game. If you're Maumelle, you're frustrated at the situation and what's been going on. But, I mean, you had an offensive lineman for Mills who did a great job, plowed his guy back 10 yards off the ball, lost his helmet in the process, got up and stood over a guy and just talked trash. You can't do that. Mm-mm. And then as a Maumelle player, you can't stand there and continue to jaw. Just get off the field, because then it just leads to more problems. And I got to be honest, Mills better hope the AAA doesn't take a look at this, because there's some guys in these last couple of scrums that could find themselves suspended if the AAA decides to take a look at some of what's been going on down there on the field right now.
I mean, those were some rough punches being thrown. That's a fight that you don't even see in any level. I think back to some, bench clears that happened in maybe the MLB, and even those were ugly.
I'd say our Natural State Sports Game of the Week lived up to it. Sylvan Hills wins 28-27.
How about them Bears?
What a ball game there for the Bears.
Wow.
So they're going
Chris Goodman's happy about that.
Yes. They're trying to sort this one out down there right now.
Speaking of which, I got to check out the score for the Heber game, see how they're doing.
Robinson game, I believe it's over as well. I'll get you a score on it here in just a second. Final, Robinson beats Bologna 42-3, so just another ho-hum ball game for the Robinson Senators. So Mills will come out for the Ackles kickoff as the officials are still conversating with the Mills coaching staff.
It's not.
And I know I've said it, maybe I'm becoming a broken record, but this Mills team is so talented. And this is a team that has every chance to win a state championship. But situations like this is what you got to clean up if you're going to be a championship level team. Maumelle Maumell's got to clean it up as well, but here we go. Let's see. So personal foul.
They're going to, wow.
Against the Comets.
I think this is all going to be on Mills. He's been ejected. That's the right call.
Against the Comets.
He's been ejected.
Players ejected.
So we don't know who the players are that have been ejected. I'm looking to see.
The conversion is good. So we got 2 players for the Comets that have been ejected.
So they're going to do the Eccles kickoff will be all the way back at the
Taking
10?
Probably the 10-yard line.
One thing y'all are tonight is y'all are this.
Really hope it's in the Mills budget to repair these speakers.
I don't know. I'm a little disappointed in that situation when your PA announcer responds to a play like that and says, well, if there's one thing you are tonight, it's lit. That's not what you are. You're undisciplined, and you're making plays that are going to hurt your football team.
Yeah.
You're fortunate that the Maumelle offense hasn't shown up tonight. You can't do these things. Like, you just cannot play this way and be a successful program, period. So I think that's Pierce that's going to do the Eccles kickoff. His line drives this kick. It's going to be returnable. Now they look like they wanted to set up something interesting as Timmons instead takes off with it. Timmons across the 30, 25-20, going to cut back across the field at the 15. Now back the other way. He's going to be tripped up at the 16-yard line, and a great return there for Alan Timmons, but there is a PI roofing penalty on the field.
More activity going on down there.
If you're Hornets, if you're in red and white, get off the field, period.
And that's
Just
what
get
they're
off
doing.
the field.
That's what they're doing. Comments are trying to stir up some more emotion in the Hornets. Luckily, the Hornets are beating the Comments in discipline tonight.
So this is going to be an illegal block below the waist on the Hornets. So that'll back things up here for the Hornets.
I mean, the fights that have been happening tonight are nothing I've ever seen before. Nothing I can compare to, honestly.
Emotions riding high in this one. Now Rawls looks to the right. Rawls across the 20, gets tripped up at the 16. And it looks like they'll give him the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5. 2:25 left in this ball game. Mills is going to improve to 6-0. 4-0 in 5A Central play. That's a penalty, as they didn't get a player off. Instead, the officials didn't see it. Rawls goes to the right and gets a yard. But Mills had 12 on the field, but the official didn't see it. So we're under 2 minutes now, right at 2 minutes to go. And we'll have a 3rd down and 4 here as Rawls might be cramping. Gets the snap, going to try to go to the right side. Rawls cut back the other way, and he's hit hard. Big hit there at the 13-yard line. And it'll be 4th down, no gain as they'll mark him down, looks like at the 14-yard line.
And that'll bring up 4th down as a last chance for this Hornets offense to make a statement, get some points on the board, and regain some confidence for next week.
Joyner is your back. He'll get the snap. He's going to go right up the middle here. He's trying to push the pile. Let's see if they can push it enough. No, they're not going to push it enough, as Mills does a good job to turn them back, and that'll be a turnover on down for the Hornets, as he's going to be about half a yard shy of a 1st down.
I bet Mills are going to come out in victory formation here.
You would think so. If anything, you want to get this game over with right now. 97 or 67 seconds left in this one. And the last thing you want to do is take a chance of more people, of more shenanigans like we've had so far.
Yeah.
And now we've got another whistle. Officials a timeout. Hornets called a timeout here. And this is great coaching by Maupin. What Maupin has done here is he's brought his entire team over and said, look, we're going to be – I guarantee it's the conversation. We're going to be disciplined for this last 67 seconds. We're not going to get anybody thrown out of the game. We're going to act like we know how to play football and we know what to do. Don't let them get to you, because they're going to talk trash the next 67 seconds, and rightfully so. Mills is controlled this game. They've
Yes.
won it. They've dominated it, 30-0 on the scoreboard. But this is a great coaching move. I think some people may look at this and go, man, just get the game over with. Why are you calling timeout with 1:07? You've lost the game. But this is a great job by Coach Maupin and his staff to get his entire team over there, get them on a knee, have a conversation, and just make sure we're all on the same page and understand, look, we still got a lot to play for. Let's not do anything crazy and get ourselves in trouble here at the end of this ball game.
I tell you, it's the first time I've gotten to come out and watch the Maumelle Hornets, and I tell you, despite them not being on the board, I am very impressed and proud of what I've seen. They've shown a lot of fight, a lot of physicality, a lot of discipline, almost everything that you want to see in a football team.
Yes.
I can remember 5 years ago, Mills didn't have 10 people here. Now we're winning everybody here. We appreciate it. Thank Coach Lee and his staff for bringing the winning tradition back to Mills High.
All right, so the Comets should, as I think even our officials now are kind of trying to relay the same message as they're now having to get in the Mills huddle.
Yeah.
And so, and they're going to bunch up. Should be a victory formation, should just kneel on it.
They do.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was a false start, but
I mean, even the officials are
just get it over with, right?
Yeah.
So he'll take a knee. Again, make sure you stick with us in post-game as we will officially announce our American Pie Pizza Player of the Game. And again, I want to say thanks to our sponsors. Penalty flag sponsor, PI Roofing, your roof leak detective.
When the game is over, please come up top. Jabray Shaw, when the game is over, please come up top. And that's your ball game, people.
And that'll do it. This one is over as the Mills Comets improved to 6-0. Your Hornets fall to 2-3, 0-3 in conference. And it gets a little more difficult again next week as the Robinson Senators will come to town. But that's going to do it here in this one. And we'll take a break and be back with our American Pie Pizza Player of the Game here in just a few minutes.
Hand a little outside zone to King Freeman. King Freeman makes a cut. Good block by Chase Nichols out there, and King Freeman cuts it back. And King Freeman is running free, and he's at the 20, at the 10, at the 5. Touchdown, King Noah Freeman.
12. And they run read option again. And he fumbles the ball. The Mills pick up the fumble. And man, oh man, we have a game. I told you he would get stripped, and he did get stripped.
Barham barking out the signals. He gets the snap. He wants to throw. He's going to go deep for Amari. Amari back there fighting for it. And Amari Rogers came down with that. What a catch by Amari Rogers.
Rips with that sniffer to the left. Just going to run it with Noah Freeman. Noah Freeman does have some blockers, and he does have some space. Is Noah Freeman going to take it here? Noah Freeman looks like he might take it to the house at the end of halftime. There were 3 seconds left, and Noah Freeman said 3 seconds is all I need.
They're going to look to left as they roll that way. Pressure coming. Perkins in deep trouble. Finally lets loose. Picked off by Evan Williams. 15, 20, 25, 30. Breaks the tackle. 40 to the 50. He's got open field. 40 to the 30 to the 20 to the 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown.
Tyner under center. Takes the snap. Looking to pass. Launches it over the middle. And it is caught!
Those quick screens can go the distance with these wide receivers that we have. Rigo drops back, looks right, he throws the ball deep to Jabray. Does Jabray make a play? Jabray jumps up, snags on top of the helmet, stiff arms another defender, leaves them both on the ground, turns around and backpedals in the end zone.
Coming back out in the doubles. With Quentin Murphy at quarterback, Noah Freeman to his left. Brandon Grill's going to go motion to your left. Pump fake. We got a little wheel route. Is he going to run underneath it? Oh, you see, oh my. We have a diving catch for a touchdown.
That's good. Archer again to throw. Good block from Hobbs. He's going to go up top to Carnes. What a one-handed catch. Oh, my God. Wow. Carnes reached out with a one-handed catch. Oh.
There's the snap. Kick is on
Lane block. And Connor pick it up. Connor pick it up. They're going to go the distance. They're going to go the distance. That is Jade Henderson. They go the distance. They won the football game. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Are you kidding me? Woo! Are you kidding me? Hold on.
All right, welcome back, Hornet fans, to the post-game show, and I'm going to quickly give you guys a couple of updates. I don't know if Jim has had a chance to send me up my stats. Let me look here and see. I know he's working hard and diligently down there. And let's see. I'll give him a few more minutes here. Again, talk about our American Pie Pizza player of the game, none other than Trevon Rawls. I'll get official stats on him here in just a few minutes, but Trip, you got to come away impressed with the way Trevon Rawls played tonight. I know the scoreboard's going to show 30-0, a tough finish for our Hornets, but Trevon Rawls ran extremely hard all night long.
Absolutely. Every time he carried the ball, he lit a beacon of hope for this Maumelle offense and gave them a lot of chances and got him in some great field position, great spots on the field. Just unfortunately could not get into the end zone, but very impressive night from him tonight.
Yeah, and give the Mills defense a lot of credit. They played well once you got down in the condensed side of the field. And, of course, Jabray Shaw, 3 interceptions tonight, 5 total interceptions. And I got to feel this is a different game when we've got a solid passing quarterback back there in Weston Pierce. Give Barham a lot of credit. He came in and really played hard, but just wasn't his night. And the offense continues to struggle. Not 8 straight quarters without a score, so tough one there. And let me jump over here to the Fearless Friday scoreboard real quick. And I will work on giving you a few updates. Of course, some scores from around the PCSSD Sports Network. Sylvan Hills, great win as they get their first win of the season, 28-27 over the Sheridan Yellow Jackets. So got to hope that gets the Sylvan Hills Bears off and rolling again. And then, of course, Robinson Senators handle business tonight as they absolutely destroy the Valonia Eagles 42-3 in another impressive performance by the Robinson Senators. And boy, they just continue to mercy rule, folks. It was the story of their season in 4A on their run to the state title last year. Now they jump up to 5A, and they're doing it all over again as they just dominate the 5A Central. So congratulations to the Robinson Senators on getting that victory. All right, Trip, what'd you think, man? Did you enjoy your experience on your first call?
Absolutely. It was a great learning experience. I am so thankful for you here giving me this opportunity, and it was a great night. Very, very proud of this Maumelle Hornets team. I kind of feel like an alum just watching them. Just how proud I am because they show so much fight. They show so much character, and it's like I said, they have everything that you want in a football team. And great job by the coaching staff. A great job by the players as they're now saying a prayer together on the far end zone down there. But again, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, appreciate you stepping in on late notice, and I'm glad you joined us and did a great job tonight. So good
Thank
job,
you so
man.
much.
And look for Trip to be on some more broadcasts in the future. I guarantee it. So we appreciate you being out with us. That's going to do it for us tonight. I'll say thanks to our crew. Bringing you all the action from up here on top of the press box was my guy, Jim Shepard. Of course, down on your field cam tonight, my wife, Kristen Henson. On production, Kayla Fletcher. A great job by her as well. And, of course, my broadcast partner, Trip Keeter. Great job tonight. This is Steve Henson, and that's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. I want to say thanks for joining us for Hornet Football on the PCSSD Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. And if you aren't already, please subscribe to each of our school's network channels on YouTube and give this broadcast a thumbs up. We'll see you guys next week as we'll be back in the Hornets' nest for a big-time matchup with the number 2 ranked Robinson Senators. And until then, go Hornets.